What if I told you that some men are rubbing oil on a particular, very private part of their body? And they're not doing it for fun. They're doing it because, according to ancient tradition and emerging science, it might just be helping them feel stronger, more responsive, more confident down there. Sounds strange. I mean, if someone told you the key to better erections wasn't a little blue pill, but a thick, sticky oil and a 60-second routine, what would you think? Too simple? Too weird? Or maybe just crazy enough to work? I get it. As a urologist who spent over 15 years listening to men quietly ask the same painful questions, I've learned something important. Most men don't talk about their intimate struggles, but nearly every man over 50 feels them. You're not broken. You're not alone. And no, it's not just your age. There are real, natural ways to support your blood flow, sensation, and confidence. And one of them might be sitting in your kitchen cabinet right now. In today's video, I will walk you through exactly what this oil is, why this particular body spot matters more than you think, and how a simple nightly ritual might become the most powerful thing you've done for your intimate health in years. But first, let's start with the question no man wants to ask out loud. The 1 a.m. Google search no one talks about. Have you ever found yourself awake in the middle of the night, staring at your phone screen in the dark, typing something like, "How to get stronger erections after 60, or natural ways to feel like myself again in bed? If you have, let me tell you something up front. You're not alone. In fact, that search at 1 a.m., quietly, maybe even feeling a little ashamed, is one of the most common secret habits among men over 50. Most won't talk about it, but they're thinking about it. And they're hoping for something, anything, that doesn't involve pills, side effects, or uncomfortable doctor visits. One of my patients, Tom, 67, told me something that stuck with me. He said, "Doc, it's not even about sex anymore. It's about feeling like I've lost a part of myself." That hit hard, because what he said speaks for millions of men. This isn't just about performance, identity, energy, connection, and confidence. It's about the part of you that still wants to feel alive, wanted, and vibrant. And yet, the internet is flooded with overpriced supplements, scammy solutions, or cold clinical advice that doesn't speak to what you're really feeling. That's why today's video isn't just a tutorial. It's a conversation. A conversation about one small natural practice that might help you gently restore blood flow, sensation, and confidence, without medication, without shame. And yes, it involves a simple bottle of castor oil, which is a part of your body most men ignore completely. But before we get into the how, we must understand why so many men like you are quietly searching for answers. What's really happening to your body after 50? And why it's not your fault. Meet the magic spot, the perineum explained. Now, if I asked you to name the most overlooked yet powerful part of the male body when it comes to sexual health, chances are you wouldn't guess this one. Most men never even think about it. But once you understand how important this tiny hidden area is, you'll never look at it the same way again. It's called the perineum. Simply put, it's the soft patch of skin located between your testicles and your anus. Doesn't sound like much, right? But here's what makes it a game changer. This zone is packed with blood vessels, nerve endings, and direct connections to the pelvic floor muscles. Muscles that play a massive role in achieving and maintaining firm erections. Think of it like this. If your penis is the end point, the perineum is part of the control center behind the scenes. It's where nerves signal arousal, muscles contract to trap blood inside, and subtle inflammation can quietly block everything from working smoothly. One of my patients, let's call him Dennis, used to describe his body like a city with rolling blackouts. "The wiring's still there," he joked, "but the power's unreliable." He didn't realize that inflammation and tension in his pelvic floor, especially around the perineum, were disrupting the entire system. When we began focusing on that area through simple massage and natural support like castor oil, he noticed changes, not overnight, but gradually. Firmer mornings, a sense of readiness, more connection to sensation. This magic spot isn't magic at all. It's biology. It's blood flow. It's about treating your foundation, not just the visible surface. And the good news is you don't need special devices or painful procedures. You need consistency, awareness, and the right touch. So, now that you know where and why, let's talk about what makes castor oil such a powerful ally. Why castor oil? Ancient wisdom meets modern physiology. So, why castor oil? Why this thick, slightly sticky, plant-based oil that most of us only remember from our grandmother's medicine cabinet? This humble oil holds some surprising secrets, especially when combined with the power of that overlooked spot we just talked about. Castor oil has been used for centuries across cultures, from ancient Egypt to India's Ayurvedic traditions, as a remedy for pain, inflammation, and detoxification. But what's fascinating isn't just its history, it's the science catching up behind it. The main compound in castor oil is ricinoleic acid, a rare fatty acid that reduces inflammation, improves lymphatic flow, and promotes localized circulation. And when applied topically, especially to highly permeable skin like the perineum, it can be absorbed into deeper tissues. Think of it as sending supportive messengers right to the control center of your intimate health. You see, chronic low-grade inflammation in the pelvic region is one of the most silent contributors to weak erections. It blocks proper blood flow, impairs nerve signaling, and reduces your body's ability to produce and release nitric oxide. That's the stuff your blood vessels need to relax and allow more blood to enter the penis. But castor oil might help change that. By gently massaging it into the perineal skin, you're not just applying oil, you're encouraging circulation, reducing congestion, and soothing the muscles and nerves responsible for your performance. Over time, this could mean better blood flow, improved sensation, and more reliable responses when needed. And let me be clear, this isn't a miracle oil. It's not magic. But for many men, especially those over 50, it's a gentle, non-invasive way to support what's already in you, your body's natural ability to feel, respond, and enjoy. And this brings us to something even more potent than theory: real-life results. George's story, from frustrated to reignited. Let me introduce you to George. He's 72, a retired Army vet, and a proud grandfather of 4. For years, he quietly carried a burden that millions of men face but few ever talk about. George was polite but visibly weighed down when he first walked into my office. He looked me in the eye and said, "Doc, I'm not here for a miracle. I want to feel like a man again." That hit me hard, because beneath that sentence was a deep story of frustration, embarrassment, and a growing disconnect with the woman he's loved for over 4 decades. George had tried everything, from supplements with names he couldn't pronounce to gadgets he was too embarrassed to use. Nothing worked. Or worse, the side effects made things even more discouraging. What bothered him most wasn't just the performance issues, the emotional distance that had crept in, the quiet shame, and the feeling of being less than himself. That's when I suggested something radically simple. I handed him a bottle of organic castor oil and said, every night, take 60 seconds. Massage just a small amount into the skin between your testicles and anus. That's all. He chuckled, skeptical. You sure that's not snake oil, Doc? I smiled and said, just give it 3 weeks. Nothing to lose. Only confidence to regain. And here's what happened. By week 2, George reported waking up with spontaneous firmness, something he hadn't experienced in years. By week 3, he noticed more profound sensitivity, better connection, and most importantly, a return of that internal spark. He told me, I didn't expect this, but my wife held my hand last night in a way she hadn't in years. George's story is not a one-off miracle. It's a reminder that the most powerful changes sometimes come from the most minor shifts. It's about giving your body the quiet support it's been waiting for, and letting nature do what it's meant to do. Now that you've seen what's possible, let's break it down together, step by step, so you can try this for yourself. Step by step, the right way to apply castor oil for intimate support. So, now that you've heard George's story and understand the powerful biology behind this small routine, let's walk through exactly how to do it, safely, effectively, and consistently. This is where most men either overthink it, underdo it, or skip the steps that make it work. Step 1. Choose the right oil. This is non-negotiable. You want 100% pure, cold-pressed, organic castor oil that is hexane-free. That means no chemical solvents, artificial fillers, just nature's cleanest form. Remember, you're applying this to a sensitive, highly absorbent area. Quality matters more here than in any other part of your wellness routine. Step 2. Do a patch test first. Before going anywhere near your intimate areas, apply a small drop on the inside of your forearm. Wait 24 hours. You're good to go if there's no redness, itching, or irritation. It's a simple step, but can save you from a very uncomfortable experience. Step 3. Prep the area. After, a warm shower is best. Make sure the skin around your perineum is clean and dry. That's the area between your scrotum and anus. Don't apply the oil anywhere else. No urethra, no anal canal, no head of the penis. Just the skin. Step 4. Warm and apply. Pour about 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of castor oil into your palm. Rub it between your fingers to warm it slightly. This helps absorption. Then, gently, circularly massage it into the perineal skin for 30 to 60 seconds. It should feel soothing, not rushed. Think of it as a moment of self-care, not a task. Step 5. Be smart about safety. This is for external use only. Never ingest, never insert. And if you're planning to be intimate and using latex condoms, be aware, castor oil can degrade latex. Either wash thoroughly before contact or use a non-latex alternative. Step 6. Start with once a day. I recommend applying it at night before bed. It's simple, private, and gives your body time to absorb and respond. Stick with it daily for 2 to 4. Your turn. The 7-day challenge plus how to join the movement. So now it's your turn. You've heard the story, you understand the science, and you've got the step-by-step tools to start supporting your body naturally, without shame, without gimmicks, and without waiting for someone else to fix it for you. I want to challenge you, right now, to try this for the next 7 days. Just 1 minute a day, 1 bottle of castor oil, 1 small act of commitment to yourself. We're calling it the 7-Day Perineum Castor Oil Challenge, and here's how it works. Step 1. Get your castor oil. Make sure it's cold-pressed, organic, and hexane-free. Step 2. Start tonight. Follow the exact steps we walked through earlier. Step 3. Comment below this video with Day 1 checkmark once you begin. Step 4. Every day check in. Notice how your body feels, physically and emotionally. Step 5. On day 7, come back and share your experience. Even if it's small, even if it's subtle, because every man who shares helps break the silence for someone else. This isn't just a routine, it's a movement. A quiet revolution of men over 50 reclaiming their vitality, one drop at a time. You don't have to post photos. You don't have to overshare. But your presence and progress might inspire the next guy to believe in himself again. If this resonates with you, subscribe to the channel. There's so much more coming on testosterone, pelvic strength, natural libido boosters, and science-backed ways to feel like yourself again. Because getting older doesn't mean fading away. It means learning to listen to your body and giving it what it needs to thrive. I'll see you in the following video.